Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me.
Sure.
I'm the captain now.
Flower.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Soulful KC, and today we are going to be talking about Bocchi the Rock. Before we get to that though, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I work really hard on these videos. Any support really does mean the world to me. And comment down below what you think about the show. So I already covered Chainsaw Man. I'm going to be kind of going through some of the seasonal shows that I've been watching recently. And which brings me to Bocchi the Rock. I've been seeing people just non-stop talking about this show. They won't shut up about it. It's taking over anime and everyone's just like, well deserved. Why aren't you watching it? What the fuck are you doing? Honestly, I really fuck with this show. I think, because I didn't even know this was a Cloverworks show. This show is just them just doing a victory lap and just knocking it out of the park. Once again, they take a lot of liberties with the animation. They do a lot of crazy things to lend to the humor of the show. Like, the humor is my type of humor. But it also is like, I sound weird kind of saying the cinematography of anime, but the way that they angle the anime shots are just really, really different and well done for a lot of very, like, shows that would be in this same kind of category, I guess is the best way to explain it. This show follows this girl named Hitori Goto, but they call her Bocchi-san as like a nickname. And she's just very introverted and doesn't really talk to anyone. She has a lot of social anxiety. She can't get out of her own mind. And she thinks people are constantly hating on her, shitting on her, thinking the most horrible things. And she just has it build and build and build and build until it's hard for her to just live her life normally. She loves to play music. She likes to post her videos online, similar to what I'm doing right now, to promote her stuff. And she's doing well, but she wants to be able to break out of her shell more. She wants to be in a band, tour, play the biggest venue she possibly can.
For the band, for the band, for the band.
Can't we do our
for the band?
While still being able to be herself.
This song is called I Am So Sad. I am so very, very sad. Goes a little something like this. Thank you.
And make some new friends, because she doesn't really have any. And really, really devote herself to trying to take a step further and further and further for herself and slowly progress herself as a human being. I really like that. I really like how the show has a lot of heart behind it, because at its core, this story is about loneliness, having a hard time connecting with other people and not knowing why, not having the same interests or trying to have the same interests as people, but you don't know how to talk to that person that is talking about something that you're interested in. And I also think it's funny that they lend to that really well with the humor, but it also kind of has like a bit of a dark like undertone under it. Like when she starts to join this band who is looking for guitarists because their guitarist ran off, they try to get to know her, so they'll ask like different subjects and stuff, and even the tiniest little things will kind of like trigger like a PTSD or trigger a thing within her where it's something she can't relate to or understand. So the music she listens to is very depressing and kind of like very introverted, alone, lonely type of music. And she ends up connecting with one of the other bandmates named Rio. I'm butchering these names, I am so sorry. And because they kind of have like a similar vibe in the sense that she wants something to be more authentic in terms of the lyrics for the band. She doesn't want these poppy lyrics that no one can relate to. She'd rather have something that hits hard with people who will really connect with these lyrics and change their life and have it go both ways. I like seeing the growth within her through talking to these people and having these people slowly break her out of her shell. I like how the show focuses on mental health, especially for a high schooler, and once again, the animation is outrageous and crazy. It sounds like I'm saying this show is like super depressing, but it's also hilarious. At the same time, it's kind of a conflicting thing, but in a really refreshing way. This thing that talks about all these depressing things, but does it in a way that makes it funny, but also makes you care about these characters. The characters are very well written. It really does make you want to root for them and everything. The animation for when they're actually playing instruments, it switches to a 3D animation, which is pretty cool, but also very glaringly noticeable. but it doesn't really bother me because the music is really good. Like, it's very in your face and groovy, but also like very rock oriented and in your face. So like, yeah, the music's fucking awesome. And you kind of takes a little bit to get to the point where they're actually doing their music, but yeah, I really thoroughly loved it. In terms of the liberties that they're taking with the animation and all the different things that they're doing, they have like claymation segments and all these other things. Like, they put so much into this show. They just try to cram in as much as possible. The show feels like it's being made by 30 different animators at one time, and it's, once again, like, really, really fucking cool. Cloverworks, like, fucking kudos to you. Like, you really, like, worked your fucking ass off on the show, and, like, I thought it was just gonna be a typical, like, cute girls do things type of thing, but, like, which it is, but there's so much more to it, and, yeah, you should really check this one out. I'm singing the praises that everyone else is singing the praises of Bocchi the Rock just secretly slapping, and people didn't really give it a chance, and people are just so focused on, like, Bleach and Chainsaw Man and Spy X Family and Mob that, like, kind of, like, let some of these other shows that are really good go by the wayside. And I'm glad that the show's getting the recognition that it deserves. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Bocchi the Rock so far. I'm really hoping that the season ends very well. So let me know down below what you guys think of the show. Do you think it's overrated? Even though I think that's kind of hard to say. Do you think it's underrated? Do you tell me what you think about how the show connects with you, or if you have trouble connecting with it in some type of way. And yeah, I'm Soulful KC. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Not a race, guys!
Alright, this next song goes out to the guy who keeps yelling from the balcony. It's called We Hate You, Please Die.
Sweet! Love this one.